welcome to Cartoonist by Night. I am Anthony Laatsch. I am joined here with Troy Dongarra, Matt Hansel, and D. Brad Gibson. How's it going, everybody?
All right.
Good. How are you?
I am well. Welcome to Cartoonist by Night. This is going to be a draw anything, discuss anything episode. We sent some invites out there, so maybe we'll see 300 cartoonists jump into the feed, or we'll see none. It'll be a surprise to all of us. So while we wait for that possible special guest appearance, we are going to start the show off by talking about what we want to draw tonight. And since the sky's the limit, I'm curious to see what everyone plans to work on. D. Brad Gibson, you are inking away over there. What's your topic this evening?
Old people. Really old people. I just gotta draw a whole bunch of old people.
All right.
Cool, cool. And
Nice.
and are these all characters that you're just kind of making up or inspired by anything?
Just
Making it up.
making them up as I go.
Cool, cool. All right, jumping over to Matt Hansel. Are you going to be drawing young people, middle-aged people, or old people? What are you working on?
Young people, I'm going to be working on a page of Marty and Spud.
Ooh, there we
Ooh.
go.
So we'll be working on that tonight.
Cool
Perfect.
beans.
And I'm going to be technically working on young people, even though some people may think he's old when they hear the age. But because of the Mandalorian Grogu movie coming out, I decided I need more Grogu drawn. So I've got a bunch of Grogus that are all inked out for me to color this evening. A 50-year-old Grogu,
Oh, nice.
but it looks like a baby. And I decided to give him some Hawaiian garb in that one there.
Very cool.
And much like D. Brad, looks like we're both in the same camp because here is my reference for when I'm coloring and detailing. So
Nice.
look at this double Grogu going on.
Yeah.
Nice. I see I see the actual animatronic puppet has been making the rounds on the press tours with them.
Yeah.
And you know those puppeteers are darn good.
Yeah.
And it was cool seeing John Favreau calling them out too, of just
Yes.
calling out the puppeteers and
Yes.
stuff,
Yes.
and very quick because they're like, "Hey, Grogu, look at Pedro or something."
Yep.
And very
Yep.
quick and address the audience, and like
Yep.
Grogu's like reacting instantly. So
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
and Grogu is one that we've sent the link out to, so we'll see if Grogu actually shows up rather than the
There
doll.
we go.
Jumping over to Troy, it's good to see you again. Welcome back. What do you plan to work on this evening?
I'm going to draw Rocket Raccoon.
Woohoo!
All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Can't wait to see it. And so dive in if you haven't already. We are drawing anything. We are discussing anything. As the Mandalorian and Grogu movie is upon us at the time of this recording, I am starting to rewatch the show. Season one, I know probably pretty well because I've probably seen that many a times just in its initial airing and just rewatching and rewatching.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to revisit especially the third season because I think that's the one I watched the least, only due to the lack of time to keep rewatching. But
That's same here for me.
yeah,
I have to rewatch season 3 again because I think I've only watched it maybe once.
yeah, it's probably the same here. And me, I go pretty hard on Star Wars, and when I'm told that there's a new Star Wars movie I can see in the theater, I'm going to be there. So I'm excited for it.
Same here. Same here.
Oh, me too.
And it's been, man,
Like
so what,
7 years.
Yeah, so 2019 was when the Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, Rise of
Right.
Rise of
Skywalker,
Skywalker.
Rise
Yeah.
of Sky Squawker.
Squawkers. So that it feels crazy that it's been that long already, but hopefully, 'cause I know they have some other things in development too, so hopefully we'll
They've got a Starfighter one in development, I think, right now.
yeah.
Yep. Being filmed now.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
So Star Wars is this science fiction program.
Is it similar to Lost in Space?
It's a spin-off.
I knew it.
Sure.
Well, the Their theme music is written by the same person.
Is that right?
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Well, there you go. You learned something today.
Learn something virtually every time I'm around you.
I could
The
just
both
make
of you
I
guys are
could
like
just make it
little
up.
encyclopedias.
Hey,
You say you could be making it up?
No.
I'd
But I'm
never know.
not. I'm not. I'm telling the truth. John Williams.
one thing that I've realized when sketching out Grogu is that the character who is a very small character and he's just always wearing that big coat, he has very minimal movement. He can't really stretch too far, and it's made me realize that I'm still trying to learn how to animate this character a little bit in a sketch card. So there's a little bit of variations as I get in here, but a lot of them are just kind of like straight on poses. But it's something I'm gonna keep working on so I can have a whole page of Grogu's for my next little convention I'm setting up at. We're gonna take a look at the old guy, the old person here that he's whipping up.
Why is it cute? It shouldn't be cute.
Well, he's the one that the ladies like.
I like the hairy shoulders.
Yeah.
Apparently the fellas like him too. Deep breath. I think he's adorable.
What
Yeah.
what Disney character is he reminding me of?
Yeah. I hear you.
Is it the hunter from the Fox and the Hound?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
What's Geppetto look like?
Yeah.
Do you have some
And
Geppetto?
Geppetto. Yeah. Yeah.
That's who I'm thinking of.
He's definitely a type that you see in
Yeah,
cartoon. Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Next.
And
Let's
oh,
do a lady next.
look at this awesome rocket raccoon that's Troy's whipping up here.
It is not true to Marvel's design.
Well, I think it's true to your expertise in
True
coolness.
to your heart. Oh, okay. I gotta go on.
And jumping over to some Marty and Spud.
Probably hard to see at the moment because it's blue pencil, but
We'll get there. We'll get there. And later on in the show, I've got something Marty and Spud related to promote on my end. So
oh,
Nice.
I've got a stack of stuff here that I will be showing off in reaction to the free comic book day. The last episode we had in the feed was kind of getting hyped up. We had Brian Lynch from Hot Wing of Justice as we're kind of gearing up for our Oh Yeah Skokie appearance, and then Hansel with his appearance at Graham Crackers and DeKalb, correct?
yep.
I'm becoming a master at saying that name now that I've said it enough. So
DeKalb.
DeKalb. And I realized all I did so far was erasing. I realized I didn't color anything today. So that's my progress, is that I've erased lines.
So tell me about you guys' free comic book day experiences.
I'll have Hansel kick it off first as I start to color, and because mine will come with a slideshow. So Hansel, feel free to.
Oh, cool.
Hi, Joe.
Oh, sure. It was a lot of fun. I pre-did I did free sketches like I do every year, and Graham Crackers is very nice. They set me up and they provide all my paper and supplies, and
Cool.
they feed me twice while I'm there, and
Nice.
yeah, it's great. So and plus I made $25 in tips, so not bad. DeKalb is a college town, so it's poor college students. So the fact that you make any tips, I think, is amazing.
Yeah, bonus.
Get a pack.
But I ended up
Robin.
I pre-did about a half a dozen sketches, and then people seemed more interested in just taking pre-done sketches instead of commissioning me on the spot to do something.
Sure.
So I just kept, doing sketches during the lulls in the crowd and putting them out there. And then the crowd would come and pick them up, and then do another round of sketches, and it seemed to work. And people seemed to like it. I got a couple of custom requests. One was for the Ben Reilly Spider-Man
Okay.
Another one was for Wolverine, and then another one for who was it? Oh, Godzilla.
Nice.
And then the rest of them were just all Batman's, Wonder Woman's, Daredevils, that kind of Dick Tracy.
A lot of the go-tos.
Yeah,
I think it's
underdog.
wild that Ben Riley Spider-Man is somebody's favorite Spider-Man.
Yes, exactly.
Like
Exactly.
for
But that just goes to show you that, every iteration of those characters, someone that was their first version of it. And so
yeah,
that's their go-to.
yeah.
I heard that the Nicolas Cage show Spider Noir, he's going to be Ben Riley.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah,
That's the Amazon show, I think, right?
that comes out pretty
Yep.
soon, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know when it comes out, but the trailer's been coming out.
Yeah, I think it's in May of 2026, I believe.
Oh,
I think.
And it'll be black and white and color, right?
yes, you get a choice. Yep. Have you ever watched? I heard that somebody say you should turn off color on Jurassic Park movies to make them
Ooh.
look like old monster movies, and it works.
Oh, I never tried that.
Yeah, I tried it. It worked. Gives it a totally different look.
I think that first Jurassic Park is timeless. I think it's a perfect movie.
Yeah, I really like it.
I think it holds up so well. There's nothing that really looks bad in it. Watching it, 30 years later, if not.
And and to that point, how on earth does the special effects hold up all these years later?
Yeah, I don't
Pretty
know.
good, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean it I don't think there's any doubt that it does hold up. I just don't know
How?
how.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. How does it? Okay. Yeah, because they made it. Yeah, there's been some like since then that like
Look worse.
some of the mummy stuff is didn't turn out so great over the years. If you look back at the Brendan Fraser
Mm.
mummy movies, the special effects were pretty bad for the Scorpion King at the end.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Hey, that's a wrestler. Look, Mom, it's a wrestler.
You smell what the Scorpion King is cooking?
Hey, this one's got a bit of B. Arthur mixed with Wilma Flintstone.
There you go.
A little
I didn't
bit
know we
of
were doing
Klinger too.
mashups tonight.
And a little bit of Clanger. Some Jamie Farr.
Brad.
Not to my interest.
Let's get all the curly. Of course, I'm drawing types, stereotypes of
Is there a reason why you were motivated to draw old people tonight, Brad?
yeah, it's a National Old People Day
What?
Is it really?
Thing?
in Canada. Yeah,
I feel like you're
you guys
lying.
don't.
No
You guys
way
don't
that's
have
a thing.
that. You don't have that.
What's great
Hallmark
is that
hasn't given us that holiday yet.
I guess we have it every election day.
oh, but
You're not far off.
We always vote in an old person.
Yeah.
All right, no clue how to draw Rocket Raccoon's legs. Here's where I either say, not bad, or throw it away.
or just
Take a
black
quick
out with some smoke or like have a bunch of like rocks and silhouette or something in front of his legs. I gotta remember to stop working on green people because greens are the colors that aren't working too light greens, I should say. I'm always having trouble finding. So I got through all these so far, but I'm two Grogu's away from finishing the skin tone. So I'm going through all my greens right now, trying to find another light one. Ooh, I found one. take advantage of it while it's here.
Can you refill those markers you use?
Great question. I don't know. I have yet to throw any away, just at the chance that maybe there is, but the sets that I get have been relatively cheap for like 75 or 80 markers or something. We're looking at 20 to 25 bucks.
That's
And
pretty good.
I've got 3 different sets here that's, I would say the majority of them, since I mostly work on the tiny sketch cards, I get a lot of life out of them, but I don't know enough and haven't done any research to see if these are refillable or not, or if it's even worth it.
I think generally speaking, the cheaper markers are not.
Yeah. Unless you're going into like the Copics or something.
Right. Or Blick has their own brand, and when your greens are when your markers are all used up, consider Colleen Doran and I had a discussion about this one night at a National Cartoonist Society thing. Switching to do it, just get a good watercolor set,
Mm,
and it'll last longer. It's cheaper in the long run, and
okay.
it's a more permanent medium.
Okay.
You mean like watercolor paint?
Yeah, like what? Just get a good watercolor set, which you can buy for what half of what it would cost to get a marker set.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do need to experiment more, so maybe that is something that I can look into. All right, I think I've got my base greens down, so here is a whole pool of Grogu's that are waiting to get some extra details, but
Nice.
spotlight for everyone.
Who goes everywhere?
Very cool.
Rather than giving him whatever blue space cookie or macaroon that he was eating in the show, I gave him a chocolate chip cookie. So
There you go.
yeah, I usually like to at least do 9 sketch cards of the same character or theme when I have the page laid out in the binder, so that you can flip, being like, all right, here's a whole page of Gonzo's, or a whole page of Sesame Streets, or a whole page of Ren and Stimpy. And so now I'm going to be having, I got to get 3 more after the show, but I'll have a page of Grogu's,
Really?
Grogu's and
You
Gragas.
not get like a little bit bored with it?
Do I get bored with it?
Yeah, like
Oh no, I find it fun just because I don't know. What I'm trying to do as I was trying to learn here, I try to draw them, find different ways, different shapes, and just different styles. And because of the limited mobility of the actual character, it kind of has limited what I try to pull off. That I need to kind of try to animate him more. So it's fun just to kind of do different styles, because it's like, all right, if I had one Grogu there, maybe it wasn't appealing at all. But now if somebody has 9 to choose from, that then maybe one will sell out of that 9, at least for the
gotcha.
first show. But more so an experiment. I think Gonzo was the most fun, where it just to go wild with that nose and draw it, emphasize the nose and twirl it and twist it and bop it and just like that.
Move it all around.
Yes.
Honk it, pop it, twist it.
Okay, so going off of what Troy asked about Free Comic Book Day, I am going to jump into the questions that I opened up to our fans. And of course, Brian Lynch from Hot Wing of Justice, his first thing when I said there's ask anything for a bunch of cartoonists, his first question is anything? Question mark. And he followed that up with, what was your favorite thing about Free Comic Book Day? Um, Hansel, do you have a favorite thing from Free Comic Book Day, whether it was there as the creator or your own personal experience?
It's always fun to do sketches for kids or have kids take your sketches. And I had drawn a Spider-Man sketch, and there was a little guy that was there dressed up as Spider-Man. He was so shy, he didn't want to take it. And I told him, take it, it's free.
Yes.
And he took it and ran away so happy.
Oh,
Love it. Troy, did you partake? I forget. Did you go out there and find some stuff?
I went to a comic book shop that participated, and then I went to a comic book shop that is not or did not participate. I actually had more fun at the shop that did not participate.
Mm.
And actually, I'm going to give this drawing to one of the guys at that shop.
Oh, cool.
So, but it's a newer shop. It's in Suffolk, Virginia. It's called the Treasure Trove.
Yeah.
And they're mostly kind of like a card shop. This is where my son goes to play Pokemon.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Um, and I enjoy, but basically the owner, his collection is the comics, and I've been getting into his favorite his comics from his youth are becoming the comics of my middle age. Enjoying
Oh,
reading a lot of Valiant and Exo Manowar, and
okay. Yeah. Saw
stuff
that you
like that.
got a whole bunch of that.
Yeah, and you can tell like the owner likes that because his everything is priced very, very affordably,
Oh, yeah.
except for that Valiant stuff. That Valiant stuff is priced reasonably, so I think he enjoyed it.
I just took another round looking at the drawings. There we go. Um, my favorite thing about Free Comic Book Day is a little self-serving here because it was the debut of a brand new issue of Oh Yeah Comics, issue number 16, not only at the beautiful downtown Skokie's shop, but also the other Oh Yeah comic shops across America. But issue number 16, Art Baltazar and Franco and Nick and Chris Giarusso. And here it is. It is the crossover with Action Cat and G-Man. And here's the cover reveal in my hands here. And it's always fun when there's a brand new issue. But this one kind of tying into Free Comic Book Day because Chris Giarusso was there at the shop at the Skokie shop to sign it. So that made it extra special arrangement. Back cover is done by our friend Alejandro Rosado. So
Oh,
there's
Oh,
nice!
the
nice.
I
back
hadn't
cover
seen
reveal
that back.
there.
Yeah.
And then I have to cover up the last page of the story so I don't spoil anything. But the inside back cover has this pinup by this guy named Anthony Laatsch.
What?
Yay.
I
Look
think
at
I've
that
heard of
there.
him.
So
Pretty
yes,
decent dude, yeah.
yeah, he's okay. He's okay. So there it is. I've talked about it many times, but this is if this is your first episode of Cartoonist by Night. A couple years ago, I did this Gucci Nana pinup. It was kind of meant as kind of the last thing I was going to draw for a while. It's kind of in a rough patch of just kind of this is all pre-Cartoonist by Night, and I was just kind of being frustrated with art. And once in a while throughout my life, I'll kind of be drawing, and then I kind of put it down for 5 to 10 years, and
Oh,
I was feeling like I was at the end of that line, and I'm like, you know what? I want to draw. I haven't drawn anything. Oh yeah, related. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this pinup. I love the Gucci Nana character that is co-created by Art Baltazar and his daughter Audrey, and I decided to reimagine it by having the main Gucci Nana in the middle that I drew, but then I wanted to draw a lot of my favorite characters from the Oh Yeah extended universe as if they were Gucci Nanas, kind of going off the hype of the Spider Verse and all the multiverse stuff going on. So there's like a Patrick the Wolf Boy, there's an Abraham Linkage, and you've got Captain Camel and Space Chicken. You got a Webster up there, Action Cat, Adventure Bug, and bunch of characters that I reimagined as if they were Gucci Nanas in another universe.
yeah.
Art, he loved it and he said it was going to be in a future issue. And from that post, I got this random message from someone who I didn't know, but a guy by the name of Matt Fife. I don't know if anyone's heard of him. Um,
Sounds
Yeah, That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, Matt Fife sent me a message, and even when I read the name too, I'm like, the name's familiar, but I don't know where. And he's like, "Oh, that pinup is awesome. You want to make some comics?" And that turned into drawing some more Oh Yeah stuff that will hopefully be published in the future. That led to making some extra friends, and eventually leading into Cartoonist by Night. And the thing that I was going to kind of end my drawing spree on with that pinup turned out to kind of be the start of something even bigger, because I had no intentions of drawing my own comics or anything like that. And the encouragement through Art's Excitement and Matt Fife coming in and giving me, a script to draw something from. And 3 or so years later, I've got several comics that I've written and drawn, and other pinups, other places, and it was just the beginning. So here it is,
Cool.
finally in print, and very excited, especially to share that moment with Chris Giarusso. And
Nice.
yeah, so that's
Chris
that.
Giarusso is my cartooning godfather.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does not know that.
Oh,
He will eventually be on the show once our schedules work out. But yeah, both Troy and I have discussed it with him,
oh yeah.
and we're just kind of waiting for the stars to align. But he has interest, and it's just a matter of fitting that into his busy schedule. But future guest on the show, so stay tuned for that. Especially now that I said it, now he has to. So, Chris, if you're watching, that's your reminder. Um, let's see here. Some other stuff. I'll kind of go through this a little quicker as you guys draw. So if people are, you know, sick of hearing me talk, they can watch the awesome drawings going on in the background. Brian Lynch from Hot Wing of Justice came out with the Social Interaction 2. He promoted that, gave us a little tease of that in the last episode, but now the physical comic book of his Herald and his Hot Wing of Justice is available. And if people are watching the screen right now, there's a QR code that may or may not work based on glares and TV screens. But otherwise, here is all the info for emails and social media if you want to reach out, and most likely ship that to you. And what this is taking his character of Harold, and this is a bunch of basically pin-up jokes that he does. It's all the art by him, but there is a bonus fan art from a very famous cartoonist by the name of Jamie Cosley. I won't
Oh,
show,
cool.
I don't know if that image is public, so I'm leaving that for the reveal of the book. But one of the favorite things I want to highlight is that he took the Harold character and redesigned the Weird Al in 3D cover. So then he put Weird Hal, and so yeah, here's Brian
Oh.
Lynch's
Oh, cool.
Weird Al 3D tribute there. So I was excited to see that one just for having a fandom of Weird Al. But there's a lot of good jokes in here, and just a lot of Brian Lynch is a pun master, and so yeah, that was a lot of fun. And some of the stuff is might not be in order here, so I'll see if Brian Lynch's other thing is nearby, but we'll get to it eventually. Free Comic Book Day, there is a lot of stuff that I picked up, but a couple of things I'm going to highlight. This Fort Psycho book that's got, I believe Winston Gambro did some design work on this. This one I have yet to read, but I was just kind of highlighting this Fort Psycho book. Keen Spot had a couple of releases, both with their toy box, which is kind of geared towards the all ages and kids audience there, kind of highlighting it with their recent Winnie the Pooh story that the creators are doing. But yeah, so that one read through, a lot of fun. It's got some squish and squash in there, which I love those characters. And there's a cool, fun pinup for the Winnie the Pooh from those creators telling that story. Then the other one had the more, Keen Spot Spotlight, I think maybe is what they're calling it. But they have a collection of kind of geared towards some, older audiences, because the Otter Squad from our friends the Matt have a story in here. Eric Wolfgang and Matt Fife have a story in here. And so yeah, it was cool to honestly, I'll say it's really cool to. I'm just looking at what I want to show and censor, because some of the stuff might be for an older audience, but dealing with the Tim Seeley's Lucky Tales. That's where Wolfgang and Fife told a small story in there, but it was really extra special to pick up a comic book that had Eric Wolfgang inside the cover there. So that was a fun
I was
experience,
very, very happy that worked out.
especially for the Skokie folk when handing that out, because Eric Wolfgang, being from the area and being from the fandom and Art Franco and all that stuff, and kind of being a student of theirs in a way, or just being a fan and just kind of getting himself in there. It was real cool to kind of tell people too that Chicago's own Eric Wolfgang. So that was part of the promotion that myself and Brian Lynch were doing. There's this new character that had this free comic book day issue. I don't know if anyone's heard of this Garfield character.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, cool. Very popular book out of all the books that were being handed out, and this was a delight. So much fun in there, and had a blast reading that. Garfield is timeless. I will never get tired of reading Garfield. Same thing goes with the World of Archie book. A friend of mine, Jillian Swearingen, she is the one that has hosted in the past the Archie Art Challenges. Longtime fan of Archie comics. She's one of the the younger people in the generation as she was growing up that was still just keeping the Archie comics alive and promoting it, to the point that now she's a colorist and has worked on Archie comics. And I was excited to see that she had a credit in this year's book here for the free comic day. And so yeah, I'll have to reach out to her sometime to see if she wants to be on Cartoonist by Night, because she has some of her own creations, a comic that she put out there that's kind of feels like Archie inspired. Whenever you see some of the people that have worked with Archie that have done other of their own characters, but you can definitely see that they worked with Archie just based on some designs and everything. And it's always fun to kind of, whether it be like a Santos Sisters or the trying to think of that vampire one, what that one's called, but that was some of the names are not coming.
I can't remember the name of it. Yeah.
Oh, Jeff Schultz is the name that I'm thinking of, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I love seeing, even with Dan Parent, and doing the character that's off to my right here that I'm just blanking on right now, but their own character.
Their own character. I know who you
right.
mean, and I can't think of it.
No, I'm looking at her right now, and I can't. I have a statue of her right there, and the name is just completely blanking. But anyways, and another fun book out of the stack that I read was Aquamanatee.
Yes, that was great, wasn't it?
This was a delight, and it also had a preview of the Aquamanatee, as well as a look into a Supergirl, either a book or a graphic novel. I'm trying to get the title here, but they had some. It's Supergirl's Superheroes, as in ZOO, Superheroes, dealing with some fun heroic animals and stuff in addition to Crypto. But yeah, there's a little tease of that stuff there. So that DC all ages free comic book day selection was a delight. So those are just some highlights of the free comic book days stuff. But recently in the mail, Marty and Spud returned to the Lost Land. I got the next chapter in the mail via Stat. So there it is, our boy Matt Hansel here, the latest chapter in the mini comic here. So always cool. So if people want to check that out, you got to go to stampfans.com/Marty and Spud.
Thank you for the plug. I appreciate that.
No problem. All right. And going back to Brian Lynch, the free comic book day collection. Over the last 5 years at Skokie, he came out with a literal mini comic book that was offered for free. And now he collected all of them, including this year's mini comic, into the free comic book day collection. And what's really great about this, he's got an actual image of himself in the corner box here. And it says, this book is hilarious. And then there's the image of Brian Lynch saying that. So a good laugh pose there. He talked about this in our last episode because it had the Ocean Apes ad there on the back. And
all right, yeah.
But another fun delight. It's just yeah, collecting the milestone of all of those mini comics and then putting it into a standard comic book size. Um, that one wasn't free, so that's one of those the free comic book day collection, but for a price. So if you supported that or got the free ones throughout the year, now you can support Brian Lynch and get them all collected with some bonus stuff. And yeah, Dorian Swall. I've never actually said her last name, so maybe it's Swall. But a friend of mine that's in the Skokie area has just been really excelling in art. She was handing out some these beautiful flower hand drawn or hand painted bookmarks. So she had me pick one here, so that was fun. And but yeah, if you follow Dorian Swall on the Instagrams, she's been kind of inspired from the art groups and hangouts that they have at Skokie, and she's just been. I complimented her in person, just saying how much she's excelling and how beautiful, like drawing frogs and flowers and snails and like her watercoloring and stuff like that. So it's been really cool to kind of see her excel. Art walked past me and just put a oh yeah comics keychain into my hand. I didn't know what he was handing out. I thought maybe he was handing out cookies, but
And you put it in your mouth?
yeah. And then I realized, oh, this is a keychain. And then I told him, like, all right, I'm going to go put this on right now, and tried to put it on my ear, but then I realized it's a keychain. Speaking of Chris Giarusso earlier, thanks to kind of getting the ball rolling from Troy to kind of get the idea rolling, but Chris Giarusso came through by surprising me with this original Rice Christopher sketch card. I had not really interacted with Chris online too much beyond just sharing anything that I saw was cool or anything that I purchased from
It's
him.
pretty awesome.
And he looked at me, and before we greeted each other, he looked at me and just goes, "You're the Rice Man, right?" And I was really taken aback by being addressed like that. And now I'm going
How
through.
dare you?
I'm going through the legal channels to have my name changed to Mr. Man, Rice Man. So.
Yeah.
But also, he had this awesome Sally from Peanut sketch card that I purchased off of him because I don't think too many people draw Sally. I've drawn her a couple times, but it's one of those things where if I see anyone draw a Sally Brown,
Where's my Sally?
so yeah,
You're right
Oh,
about
I
that.
like that. That's a good Sally.
yeah. That's for those that missed it. I up on the screen again here.
I like it.
That was cool. And Brian Lynch, he had this hot Camilla of Justice, Camilla from the Muppets, with the hot wing. So, Camilla, there, come here, cheeky babe. And in our last episode, he was starting to sketch out a Beetle Bailey, and he handed that over to me. So there's a quick head sketch of Beetle Bailey from Brian Lynch that he handed to me.
Well, that's cool.
Truly, this is. I'm in my head. I'm thinking this is the fast version, so hopefully everyone's entertained by looking at drawings and all that stuff. Rachel Bard was tabled in between us on Sunday, between myself and Lynch, and she draws a lot of cute, adorable monsters and animals alike. So here's a little frog sticker. She has these mini stickers. She's got a Nessie and a frog, and she draws the most adorable Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Yeti, whatever you want to call them. And here is a little Bigfoot, if you will. So I got a couple of those sketches there. And I should show this off because I think it's in my phone here for safekeeping. Yes. So manager Joe at Skokie, who puts on an awesome presentation for Oh Yeah Comics Free Comic Book Day weekend, had a big box of unopened 1990 baseball cards, and as they were going through them, seeing if there was any valuable rookie cards back in 1990, anything that didn't really hold much value were handed over to Rachel Bard as a real spontaneous project because she had all of her markers there, and she started to do remarks over these baseball cards and adding monsters. So she added like an Elmo hugging one of the baseball players, and one of them being chased by a monster, and another one with a literal Yeti. And here's the one I'm showing off in person that I bought from her. There was a Jim Rice card, and she painted over for Jim Rice Christopher. So here is a physically painted
Nice.
over old school baseball card that she designed as Rice Christopher. And Rachel
That's
probably
cool.
never heard of Rice Christopher until that day, and I handed her a comic book so she could paint that over there. And yeah, so that was a highlight. That was a gimmick that was just amazing, and everyone is having a blast.
Now she's
And
part of Rice Christopher lore.
yes. And I know both Chris Giarusso and now that Jim Rice, Rachel Bard remark will eventually be printed in some sort of collection that I'm going to put a lot of fan art and stuff like that of Rice Christopher. Uh, I was unable to make it to C2E2 this year, but Brian Lynch did me a solid and surprised me with these drawings. So I have a Gonzo from Franco. So I got that in my hands here, as
Oh,
well
cool.
as a Gonzo from Art with a bunch of chickens there holding up dollar bills. And looking at Art's got the giant human puppeteer hand underneath. It just.
Oh, that's what that
It,
is.
it
Okay.
it's ridiculous, and that's what he does. But two awesome Gonzos to add to the collection. Thank you, Brian Lynch, and thank you, Art Franco. I'm almost at the bottom of the pile, and then everyone else can talk. Brian Lynch did this Action Cat sketch cover that I bought from him that he also had Art and Franco sign. So that was an original sketch cover there from Brian Lynch. Some of the stuff that I had, bought from like the last couple months, but finally seeing Brian Lynch, then I'm like, rather than shipping it to me, I'll see you soon enough. So it was a big haul. And
That's really cool.
yeah. And then Brian Lynch did me a solid by asking if I needed any of these Beetle Bailey digests that he found at a bookstore. So these are all the new Beetle, quote unquote, new to me, Beetle Bailey digests that I did not have in my collection. I had maybe a dozen already, but now I added like another dozen. So
Nice.
getting all of these Beetle Baileys. And I think, oh, there's a couple more. Once again, here we go. Webster the Spider Monkey in hardcover format is out there from Paper Cuts. So people want that, they could check it out. Our friend Minerva Fox was tabling, so I got this. She had this free coloring sheet of the Erica Slaughter from Something Is Killing the Children comic book series. So that was Minerva had these coloring sheets out there. If I'm not mistaken, there's probably not going to be too many Erica Slaughter coloring sheets out there, and Minerva's filling that void. Joe Crone did me a solid when Zoe Thorogood was at C2E2. She was going to be one of the people I was going to meet. My plans changed, wasn't able to do that, but he got some hack slash trade paperbacks. Went up there, and whenever he gets something signed or remarked, there are some stores out there that will up the price and change it. Joe, from my knowledge and from what I've seen, it's just cover price, and it just happens to be there, and he's not there to make any money off of it. And so here is the hack slash book that she worked on, but it's
Oh,
got
nice.
it's got an original remark there from Zoe Thorogood.
Oh, very cool.
Now that she lives in the States, I'm crossing the fingers that there will be more opportunities that I can meet her in person as well. But she does tremendous work, and yeah, and she's gone through a rough patch in her personal life over the last year, and a lot of that stuff kind of fuels her original comics, and I'm excited to see everything that she does. Jeffrey Brown was there at All Yeah Comics and picked up the Uncanny X-Men Days of Future Fun, this fun little kids comic hardcover. And he draws adorable characters, and then there's a little Wolverine that he had drawn into that hardcover. So Jeffrey
Cool.
Brown, awesome stuff there. And the last thing on my list, and then everyone else is in charge to speak, and you won't hear from me ever again. The supersized Elf holiday special. This was on the shelf at All
Oh,
Yeah
wow.
Comics.
Wow.
It was a $5 book in the back issues, to the point where Joey even asked, he's like, "Where did you find that?" And I said, "I'm like, it was propped up. It wasn't in a box. It was just on one of the shelves. I don't know who put it there." He was shocked to see it. And I'm like, this was one of my favorite finds that I got, just because it was just calling for me. And right there on the cover, it's Santa going, "Sorry, the ad said elf, not elf." And
There you
there
go.
was Elf wanted to sign up to be an elf for Santa. And if Willie saw that, it'd just be like, oh, Elf. He's always groaning, Elf. Oh. Almost like Punky Brewster's, adopted father,
Oh yeah.
Oh, Punky.
he's oh,
Punky,
Punky,
punky.
Punky.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, Punky, Elf. Oh, Punky, Elf, Punky,
You
Elf.
guys are making me really uncomfortable.
Hey, I'm just talking about old people because look at D. Brad Gibson drawing another old person.
Is
Oh,
her name Barb?
I didn't see possibly the menacing fingers. What's going on there? Is there something?
Yeah, she looks sweet, but she's
Yeah,
nasty.
it's one of those that maybe there's some kids that were kind of like on her lawn, and then maybe she did something to
Yeah.
maybe like there's a pile of leaves that maybe she hid some bricks underneath or something.
Yeah, that's right.
They jump into the pile of leaves and then find out it's bricks. Yeah.
Thanks for the idea, Anthony.
Yeah, don't try that at home, kids.
Sounds like a very mean thing happened to you when you were young, Anthony.
Nah, everything was fine.
Mhm.
Checking in on Rocket there.
Rocket.
How'd you come through with the legs there? What are you thinking? I think they look good, right?
They, I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a gift, so
Kinda-
nobody complains about free art.
Hey,
Mhm.
whoever that person that gets that is a lucky individual, if I say so myself.
And true.
Get some Marty and Spud over here. Look at the
Yeah,
progress
just
being made.
doing some penciling before I start inking.
Beautiful, beautiful. And because I was talking for 3 hours, I didn't get any further than coloring all the greens on my Grogu's.
Green Grogu's.
Green Grogu's. Green Grigos.
I didn't realize that there were so many episodes of The Mandalorian, or not episodes, season, excuse me.
Yeah, 3, and then they had that one episode that was like surprise within the Boba Fett season that turned out to be like, oh, this is Mandalorian 2.5.
Right.
Yeah.
It's sad to say, I enjoyed Boba Fett, but I think the general consensus is that people are like the best episode was the one that was just about the Mandalorian. So
Yes, I agree.
it was a good episode, but yeah,
Yeah.
it I don't remember the reasoning behind it, but I don't know if it was just enough being like we're still working on another season, but here's something to kind of wet the beak and make people hopefully wait a little longer. But yeah,
There's
all right.
a re-edit. There's some guy that does re-edits of things. Like he takes the shows and edits them into movie length.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So he did that with Book of Boba Fett in 2 parts, but I think he did it more putting it in chronological order instead of him having these
Oh, the
flashback
flashbacks.
where he
Yeah,
did-
yeah.
yeah. But I haven't seen it yet, but I did download it. You can download it if you have Disney Plus.
Oh,
It's
it's on Disney Plus?
it's not on Disney Plus, but if you have it, it says only download this if you have Disney Plus. Like it's more of a honor code
Oh,
thing.
just kind of like, hey, you paid for to see the show, and now
Yeah.
Well, I
And
have Disney
and they did
Plus.
it for they edited the Obi-Wan series into movie length and just kind of cut the fat, get right to this story. And then they did it for Ahsoka as well.
every every time I hear the name Obi-Wan, rather than quoting something from the original trilogy, the
Mhm.
first thing I think of is one of my favorite characters. He's in Attack of the Clones, Dexter Jetster, the
Oh yeah.
chef, the cook, because he goes,
Yeah, oh yeah,
he
yeah.
goes, Obi-Wan. It's just like, and he's so happy to see him, and they give him a big hug, and like all
Right.
50 of his arms are hugging him or
Oh,
whatever.
right. Yeah, that guy.
But I just like the way he's like, Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
But yeah, so there's a name I've not heard in a long, long time.
I have a Mad Magazine Empire Strikes Out issue. It's got Yoda on the cover with Alfred E. Newman's face, and what they call Obi-Wan Kenobi is Oldie Van Moldy.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a great name.
Oh wow, that's good. I like it.
I always called him, you owe me one cannoli.
Cannoli.
You owe me one cannoli.
You owe
I
me
wonder
one.
if they have those at the Star Wars land in Batu, if they have Obi-Wan cannolis that you can buy
They should.
with the blue milk.
There you go.
When we were at Disney,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
son and my little sister tried blue milk, and
Yeah. And
they each let me try it. They're like, "Oh yeah, this is good." It was foul. It was disgusting.
yeah.
Is it just sweet?
It was like cotton candy flavored mucus.
Oh, yuck.
Did it look as appetizing as the green milk that Luke was having in Last Jedi?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's they have the Star Wars blue milk in grocery stores for anybody that shops at grocery stores, and
Groceries. That's a funny word, groceries.
groceries. Yeah, I think there's a made up word. No one else has come up with it before.
Yeah.
There's one person that came up with that word, um, but the blue milk, it's a vanilla flavored one. So I had always wondered if that was something that if there's some sort of like copyright thing, just being like, hey, if you want the actual blue milk, and you got to save it for Star Wars Land. So any other ones, just being like, it could be colored blue, but it can't taste blue.
Can't taste blue.
Although when the Fantastic Four had a similar blue milk release, that one was a berry blue milk, and that one, what
Oh,
I expected that blue milk would taste like. But yeah, according to Troy, maybe it only sounds good by design.
You know
Maybe
what?
just
Other
the
people may love it,
yeah.
and that's okay. They could be wrong. My son did. He thought it was great. So did my sister.
Any fun stories and adventures from that recent trip that you care to share?
Not really. Just the weather wasn't really cooperating real great.
Uh,
oh. Did you have really sore feet?
Yes. Yes, very much so.
yeah, those places are kind of built for like Flintstone characters. They wouldn't feel it at all.
I don't know.
And Troy, going back to when you're talking about like having an entire page of the same character, what I've been showing on these very episodes, what makes it great is that I had two colors set out, and I could just go through and just color all these cards at once, and just keep going through my colors. And I'm not getting inventive. I could give them a pink coat if I really wanted to. The Hawaiian shirt one's definitely going to be different, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's made whipping out the cards a little easier, just because I'm like, well, I got to use this color on all of them. So I feel getting more stuff done when I work on like 5 to 6 cards at once.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
can see that.
Doing it all together. All the greens now,
Yep, yep.
all the browns or tan, whatever color that is.
Yeah, I wanted to go with kind of a lighter. It's sort of a green. Actually, it says it on here. it's an olive green, and I figured I would do a base layer of that before I go in with some browns and some highlights and some colored pencils after the show. But
Mhm. Okay, I think I got a guy now. Another guy.
Oh, my pen is running out.
Uh-oh.
It's dying on me.
Oh.
Um, Mr. Hansel, you have brought pens back to life, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah. How do you do that?
It depends on what kind of a pen it is. If you can remove the back of it and like at the artist pit pens, you can take the ends off of them and you can drop repeatograph ink in there.
Yeah.
Just a few drops, and then the pen revitalizes itself.
Oh, wow.
I've I've always called Mad Hansel the Noah Wiley of cartoonist, bringing bringing art supplies back to life.
All right, on.
I've revived fountain pens too, with some turpentine and some bleach and a whole lot of patience.
I bet that last part is the real key ingredient there.
Yes.
Well, that's why I call him Noah Wiley, because he's got a lot of patience.
But
Future Anthony's going to have to really work overtime to get the crowd roaring in
Yeah.
for those.
waka, waka, waka.
I know Brian Lynch is enjoying them at home. I may or may not be one of the people that loves the Pit.
I love the pit.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
I was always a fan of VR growing up, right down to owning all the DVDs and buying the scrubs off of NBCshop.com and meeting a couple ER actors. And so I've always been an ER fan. And when the Pit came out, which if I'm not mistaken, I think it was meant to be an ER related.
Yeah.
But then something with the rights towards the end, and then they're like, all right, let's change it all. And
Yeah. It made it like 24.
Yeah. Yeah, so for those that don't know, in a very mature rated show, I mean, if you watch DR, obviously you're dealing with a lot of the same gruesome things when it comes to patients and everything, but with being on HBO Max, it is a little, at first, it's a little alarming when you start hearing swear words or seeing certain things of like, oh yeah, there's really no limits, but I don't think they abuse it, but it's a little jarring at first because you're just seeing Noah Wiley being like, oh, this ain't John Carter, but, um, but yeah, each episode, what G. Brad said is like the show 24, where it's a hour in a day in a shift of the Pit in Portland, right?
Nope, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh?
That's why it's called the pit.
Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, duh. Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's actually filmed in Hawaii.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so sometimes you might accidentally see a palm tree in the background.
Palm trees in Pittsburgh. That's funny.
Future Anthony's gonna cut out me saying Portland and not realizing, oh yeah, Pittsburgh.
The port is the
Port. Well, I was watching the Port on Tubi. That's why.
yeah. That's why Tubi.
Yeah, that's Zach Braff is the main character in the Port.
The port.
I'm just glad you kept on going with your description of this show so that I could figure out what the heck you were talking about.
So yeah, definitely. It's fun to have these breaking news of these very popular things that have been out for a couple of years. To Troy,
That I've never heard about.
Yep. I'm glad that we can do that service for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
Well, he just started watching Daredevil too.
That's right.
I finished season 1.
All right.
And we're talking, and I think we talked about this. Is this season 1 of Born Again or the original Netflix stuff, or don't you know?
The original Netflix stuff.
Okay. So 2015 Netflix stuff.
I'm catching on, man.
Hey,
Right on.
I'm up to date now. No, I'm not. I'm like,
for someone that usually devours that stuff in a day, or the current stuff being released weekly, which I do like, but I've been behind, so I just started season 2 of the Born Again one. So I
Okay.
myself am far behind for someone who is usually on top of it, but
I just started season 2 of Born Again as well. We're one episode into it.
there we
Oh
go.
yeah. I finished it.
Yeah.
Is
And
it good?
yeah, it's good. Yeah.
There's also, we just started watching last night. There's additional bear
Yeah.
spin-off or something like that, which I did not know about.
No, I think it's just a one episode flashback.
Oh, okay. But it's we just started watching it last night. We didn't get to finish it, but
That's an intense show.
that is.
Oh,
It
The
really
Bear.
is.
The Bear.
Yeah. Yeah. That can be hard to watch.
Is that FX show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you just feel so uncomfortable.
show about
Oh
a
yeah.
chef, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But
See, I know things, guys.
yeah.
I knew that reference. I got that one.
Yeah, it's a good show. I like it. It's in Chicago, that one.
Yep. That's why I like to watch it.
Mhm.
Chicago.
All right, I think I'm making my favorite guy now. I like this guy.
That smile is going to be ridiculous, it looks like. In a good way.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't like doing detail stuff till after the show when I can kind of concentrate a little more. So I'm jumping right into some blacking out the eyes. But at the very end, I've been having a lot of fun with the whiteout pens to draw like cute, like anime style reflections in the eyes. Because looking at some of these characters, like you can look at this Hawaiian one here, like they all look very demonic when they're just blacked out, and it's
Yeah.
amazing what happens when you just add the some
Little
cartoon.
highlight.
Yeah, where it just suddenly it's the opposite drawing, where it's just like, oh, now it's adorable. Oh, now it's demonic. Now it's adorable. So I like adding that little touch, and just somehow it just completely changes, no matter what the expression may be. It's been a cool little, like I'll do that on some of, like, even on the Muppet drawings of characters, where I kind of give them a little more life beyond the puppet, just by adding some of that stuff that you might not
Yeah.
see. But
really, my goal every time I draw something is to try to get people to, or try to get the drawing to, like, kind of dance on that line between cute and demonic.
yeah,
Yeah. Like this one. It's a bit of Smeagol in here.
is that a
Bird.
is that like a?
Stupid fat hobbit.
Am I looking at a bundle of dynamite there, Troy? As we're looking at your drawing.
Yes.
Cool.
And then I guess he has a detonator that's not connected to anything. I don't know. This wasn't planned out super great,
Hey,
but
it's
that's
all
okay.
it's all fiction.
That's right.
And then D. Brad's old man over here.
Oh man, take a look at my life.
I was just thinking that. I'm a lot like you.
Oh man.
Love it. Love it. And taking another look at Marty and Spud inking stages.
Yeah.
Along quickly.
For those that gotta check it out, is there a quick elevator pitch on Marty and Spud Return to the Lost Land?
It is the sequel to the very first Marty and Spud graphic novel. War has erupted in the Lost Land, and Marty and Spud and the Hammer have to try to stop it.
Hammer. Is that guy with the mustache?
Yes.
Very good.
Excellent. Okay, I gotta check some DMs here to see if anyone, because I sent out links and I've been looking up just in case anyone popped in, but it was all last minute stuff. But
25 people in the waiting room.
yeah, like, oops. I will say that everyone's been very nice with saying, their excitement to eventually come back, but just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna wait on the Hawaiian Grogu as I figure out what colors I want to use for the lei and all the shirts and all the whatever. But here's a bunch of demonic Grogus before they get their.
Before the eye highlights.
Yep.
Nice.
I love demonic Grogu.
You could sell them like that at shows. Just say, would you prefer regular eyes or demonic eyes?
Yeah, and I could just be waiting there with the whiteout pen and just that'll be my remark. Live sketches being like live eye reflections.
There you go.
All
There
my
you go.
drawings will be demonic unless otherwise.
There you go.
Do you want
$5 to make it not demonic?
I'm glad you said that because I was just going to charge $1, but nope, $5. $5.
You're gonna exercise the drawings.
Yes. Exercise the drawings. These drawings are clear.
Dark side group.
Hey, speaking of dark side, when you were younger, before you heard it said ever before, did you used to ever call him Dark Seed?
Yes, I did. Did you?
Yes. And then I found out that Ra's al Ghul is supposed to be pronounced Ra's al Ghul.
Yes, I found that out too.
That's ridiculous. Nobody calls him.
And then I heard that Spider-Man was actually Sputterman.
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spooderman.
It's not like his
Spider-Man.
name is Bill Spiderman. I think that's a Chandler line from Friends. Spider-Man.
There's a Saturday Night Live skit where Lois Lane's roommate is talking to Superman
Oh
and
yeah.
calling him Zuperman. Hello, Zuperman.
Spider-Man?
Hello, Superman.
I like pink very much, Lois.
Yes.
Really? What color am I? They are yellow and brown. No.
No, no.
No. My brain.
I think I'm calling it on these for now because I don't want to make any more progress without any mistakes while I'm on the air and give myself the full attention to these drawings later on. So
I'm also calling mine.
I am retiring.
My pen just ran out of ink, so
All good timing.
I was going to say perfect because, we are kind of getting to that point of our normal record session here, but yeah. There we go. Trying to see if I had anything else to show off that was fun, but not that I didn't already spend 40 minutes doing that, but
it was cool though.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I was.
It was fun, and talking more about the comics experience, like definitely exhausted after the 2 days, but it was all worth it. It was all super fun. On that Saturday with all the creatives there, myself and Brian Lynch over the last couple of years have been the self-appointed manning the table for Free Comic Book Day. Some stores may have it laid out where people are kind of a free-for-all and grab, whether it's one per person, two per person. I think some people just say one per person of everything, as long as you're not grabbing multiples of the same book. But there are, because there's definitely a couple well sought out titles that people were
Yeah.
looking for, like that. Was it Dungeon Crawl Carl or something? I'm not familiar with what that is. Some RPG thing.
Oh,
But that ended up being, I didn't know what it was, but that ended up being like when that sold out, everyone kept, do you have any more of the Dungeon Crawl Carl? Being like, I didn't hear about it before today, but that's the one that everybody wanted. Uh,
oh, I don't know
but
that.
Oh yeah, comics has a good system of just kind of corralling the people, kind of keeping everything in order, and then it's like we're behind the scenes at behind the register at McDonald's, just taking orders and taking things off the shelf, or felt like we were working at the WWE shop at a live event or something, and just getting what people wanted. And it's cool when people come up and discovering Free Comic Book Day the first time, discovering oh yeah comics for the first time, and I usually kind of give them the 1 minute version of what Oh Yeah Comics is with Art and Franco, and plug in the comic books, and showing that the creators are there. And some people will be like, "Hey, I got a grandson that's into Daredevil. What should I read?" And I'll tag out and jump over to the stacks and find some comics off the rack and everything. And it's fun just to kind of be a comic book dealer for the day, and whether I'm current with certain stories or whatever, there's always something that I could find to recommend to people. Um, and then Sunday, tabling alongside Rachel Bard and Brian from Hot Wing of Justice
Yeah.
was a blast. And there's one person that stood out that Pete the Barber, they call him Pete the Barber. He made a point to buy something from all of us creators there. And after learning more about him after the fact and following him on Instagram, which I'm gonna pull up for the recording, Pete Hewells, Huels, and his profile is Pete's underscore vibes. So Pete's underscore vibes. He is a barber that's in the Chicago area that also has a comic book speakeasy in the basement, is what I learned. And
Cool.
Pete was super cool. And when he came to my table, I saw him really just like shifting through a lot of the drawings. And right away, I'm just seeing him like set a bunch of stuff aside. And I get all excited and get some activity and kind of breathes a little life, kind of like how Matt Hansel is bringing the life to some fountain pens, and then the Noah Wiley of Cartoonist. I felt a little, uh, little burst of life as I see someone going through the art, and then I see that he's got a pile of the Man Thing drawings that I've done. And I made a comment being like, "Oh, hey, you bought a lot of Man Thing," and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is why." And future Anthony will have this picture at the ready. You guys have seen it in our chat, but he had this hand tattoo of Man Thing that had the tentacles of Man Thing kind of going down his fingers. It was like the coolest thing. I asked if I could take a picture of that alongside the drawing. He wanted to take a picture of us for his social media, and then he showed off my stuff in a live show along with the other stuff in from Maya Comics and other local Chicago area shows that he picked up, kind of supporting local artists. And then and yeah, he does a bunch of cool little videos and stuff like that. And
Oh, very
I'm
good.
excited. I'm excited to see him again in the wild when it comes to being down in the area, because everyone is just like, "Yeah, it's Pete the Barber," and now I'm excited
The barber, that's nice.
to be clued in on that with not being from the Chicago area myself. But yeah, he was super cool, and he kind of was the highlight, kind of like what Hansel was talking about, favorite thing, and just seeing someone have that shared interest with Man Thing to the point of that awesome tattoo that I've never seen. It was such a brilliant design on the hand there. But so yeah,
That's pretty cool.
shout out to Pete's underscore vibes on Instagram, and a lot of cool stuff. And I'm curious, even though I don't need much of a haircut, and I'm the one that does the hair cutting for myself, or
I was
whatsoever.
gonna ask if you could possibly throw some business his way, but
Yeah, but I'm interested about what happens with the comic book speakeasy, and I think he sells some of the stuff if he's if he needs to thin his collection to make room for other things and everything. But I'm excited to see learn more about him as I see him. But super cool dude, and much like a lot of people at Skokie, it's just like everyone's family. Like almost everybody that walks through that door, with being a quote unquote outsider from the next state away, but kind of being considered part of their local family. It's always awesome to just see everyone excited to see everybody and seeing familiar faces, whether I've seen them at WarriorCon as past customers and things like that. And people asking like, "Hey, what you working on now?" and kind of giving them a little tease behind the scenes, and it's always a blast, and it's exhausting, but in the best possible way once you get home and just be like, "Wow, that was a weekend. Now it's back to the harsh reality of normal life." And but yeah,
Shout out to my hair cutter, Shoshana, who is a subscriber.
Ooh,
Got my hair cut yesterday. So I told her that depending on the video that she watches, if I'm wearing a hat, that means I need a haircut. So
there we go.
there we go.
Shout out to her. So yeah, this is a barber themed episode.
There we go.
Tomorrow I'm taking my son to see a barber.
Ah,
I just wanted to feel like part of the team. That's all.
so is that true? Is that true?
It is true. We got a wedding next week, so
Ooh.
I had a meeting at work, so I got a haircut in the middle of the week. He didn't have a meeting at work, so he didn't get a haircut. Future Anthony, that was super awkward. Just erase everything I've been. Anytime I speak, just
Yeah.
play
gonna
clips
go,
of 1980s hair bands.
Ooh, there we go.
It's one of those times when you say that, but I think I'll probably just leave it in because it's now funnier that you mentioned that. So
Yeah.
I'm always happy to, fulfill the wishes of people that want things cut out, but I think that was funny. So,
Right.
hey, we all heard my jokes towards the top of the show that that met with uproarious applause. Thanks to Future Anthony.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But not to get off the topic of barbers, and we also often comment on the glorious beard of Matt Hansel. But any barber news from you?
No, I need to go to the barber though,
Yeah.
but other than that, no barber news for me.
Is it like a week-long process? Do you have to go every day for just to?
No, it's just a visit to the local supercuts, and they take care of me.
I thought you were going to say supermarket there for a second.
Take us to the meat section.
Yeah, yeah. Take a little off the top, a little off the
Yeah.
side.
Right,
And
they
some
get the
ham.
cutters back there, you know.
Get a lemon pepper beard cut.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Always confuse barbers and butchers. Oh, speaking of wrestling, I'm sorry. If anybody is going to their local comic shop, check out Lucky Cheap Heat by Eric Marshall and Danny Harrell.
Oh, yes, yeah.
They did the latest issue of Lucky, and it's a wrestling themed thing.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestling sort of goes over my head, but they wanted to do it. They sent me a quick synopsis, sent it to Tim, and Tim's like, "Sweet." And he got his comps, and he sent me an email to relay to those guys how much he really enjoyed that issue.
Oh, cool.
So,
Really cool.
latest issue, not that the other ones don't have Tim Seeley's stamp of approval, but latest issue specifically, he said he dug. So,
All right.
Awesome.
I know
Eric and Danny.
I know I've got that on pre-order, so I'm excited to get my copy. And people are looking at the cover and whatever else was put out there for on social media, so people can see what that is too. Cool. Speaking of Tim Seeley, I'm almost at the end of reading his recent crossover of Godzilla and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And man, Tim Seeley's name is over a couple books on Free Comic Book Day as well, because I think he's the He-Man and Dungeons and Dragons.
Right, yeah, right, yeah.
Then there was another one that I have in my pile. I forget the title. I don't know if it's a more of an original character. Or I'm just not familiar with it, but I can't think of the title. But looked very mature, I should say, a very mature rated book. I was flipping through it and being like, okay, trying to figure out. We have the kids' books in front of us on the table for at the Free Comic Book Day, and then there's some wall books that hand down for the older readers. But yeah, so Tim Seeley's a workhorse, and I don't think anything's going to stop him from making comics. So,
No.
Cool. Well, looking how quick that color came through there for looking at that old guy. I like how this started. This evening started with D. Brad just saying, "I'm going to draw old people," and you've had what 3 or 4 people, I think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I've found my calling.
Yes, Old People by D. Brad Gibson.
I dig it.
Love it. So yeah, I don't know anything else.
I shouldn't have it underneath though.
Oh yeah, start. Well, you can just color all of them at once, like I've been doing.
She's my favorite one. Her name is
Yeah.
Barb.
It's great when you look at that and then you zoom out and then you see the hands being like, oh boy, that drawing took a turn.
I think she's inspired by that act. She's
Not June Squibb.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
Don't know
There you
who that
go.
is.
June Squibb, who I think maybe celebrated like a 95, 96, maybe 98 birthday.
Yeah, and she
Still, yeah.
I have on my to watch list of one of her movies.
No clue who that is.
Star she's the star of, and it seems like it's a comedy action movie or something.
I think that's the same movie on my list too, because I saw that the promotion for it. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
June
She
Squibb.
have you ever watched Big Bang Theory?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She guest starred quite often as the grandma of
Oh, okay. All right.
It's the Mima.
The Mima, yeah.
That's Mima. Yeah. Okay.
And she's one of those actresses that like you'd probably look at her IMDb and it's like 900 credits because like it's one of those things that like you may not know the name, but once you see her being like, oh, I've seen her and everything. And there's people that like I've seen in old episodes. She was probably in Buffy the Vampire Slayer as well, but there's people from Buffy that maybe showed up for one episode that I'll see them, 25 years later and just be like, oh yeah, she's in everything. I see her everywhere. So.
Okay. June Squibb. Okay.
June Squibb. Cool name.
Cool name.
Because squib for the people in filmmaking, movie, and TV, squib is like the things that get like the packs that get like wired underneath the clothing for like exploding like blood and stuff. So if somebody, if you get squibbed, quote unquote squibbed, a lot of times it'll just be post-production and everything, but I think there's a lot of people that get excited being like, oh, they're using actual squibs for this production because everyone likes to have that moment if you get shot in a production and then it
Blood shooting out.
Yeah, it's a remote for like blood pack exploding. So but yeah, so every time I think of June Squibb I always think like that's a cool name.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes.
June Squibb one more time.
June.
Oh, everybody, June Squibb. Just fun to say.
June. Oh yeah, June Squibb.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, so
now say it slowly. Say it slower like you mean it.
Yeah.
If nobody else had any closing thoughts, we're gonna wrap this up. But here is a bunch of Grogu's just waiting to be
Great guys.
Yes, Grow guys.
Oh, guys.
Here's my Rocket Raccoon Deluxe sketch card.
Very cool.
Beautiful. Honestly, that looks amazing. And I think if anyone's a Rocket Raccoon fan, they would just be like, heck yeah.
Well, so I asked the owner and his son that were there when we were up there before we left. I'm like, hey, what's your favorite comic book characters? And the owner is like, I'm a Punisher guy. And the son's like, I like Rocket Raccoon. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I walked out and didn't say anything. And so they're probably like, that was weird. Like it seemed like that guy wanted to have a conversation, but doesn't know how conversations work. So, I'll show up with a gift for him just for having a comic book shop.
Oh, that's cool.
And want to encourage them.
You asked the question and then just left before hearing an answer?
No, they answered, and I'm like, okay, cool. All right, bye, guys.
It's starting to bleed.
Just left. Oh yeah, I see that.
Oh well. Age spots.
You'll figure it out. It's starting
Oh,
to
right.
squib.
They went through him.
It's starting to squib.
Oh no.
It's starting to squib. All right, let's take a squib.
Yep. Take it.
Squib for the working man.
Squib if you got him.
Oh boy. Can't believe that happened.
Just in case, I'm going to see if anybody else, no other questions, no other invites. But hey, it's always fun hanging around with you guys. That was a last minute thing for everyone else as we were just kind of deciding, reached out to a couple guests that we want to have on the show, but just based on everyone being busy, especially as we get into the
I have
early
a question.
convention season.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm going to ask questions about your t-shirts. So, Matt,
everybody.
what's the
Yes.
origin of your shirt with the Batman?
It says, "What did I do last night?" But it's because it's the Golden Age Dick Sprang Batman, and you never see that on merchandise.
Yeah.
I nabbed it, and I, for the life of me, can't remember where I got it from.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's cool.
I like it.
Thank you.
And what do you have, Anthony?
Well, we'll go to Troy first because I got.
Oh, Troy, love thy neighbor.
No exceptions.
Hey.
Nice. I like it.
It's an awesome message. Love it. Mine here is the cover of X-Ray Robot, a comic by Mike and Laura Allred.
Oh.
And
I hear they're pretty good.
I'm wearing this one specifically because in issue number 3 of this limited series Dark Horse book from 2021 to 2022-ish, I had the beautiful opportunity to be immortalized by my favorite artist, Mike and Laura Allred, because here is me showing up on a wanted FBI poster in the middle of a scene. Nice. And this is, X-Ray Robot. I got X-Ray Robot all behind the screen here, and I'm the #1 X-Ray Robot fan, and so it's always fun sporting this. And when people don't know, because it's not real recognizable, it's not like a known property or anything like that, but when people call up, be like, hey, what is that? And I'm like, oh, it's a comic book series that I am drawn in, and then it's a cool whatever. So I'm a walking billboard all the time for Mike and Laura Allred. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Next, show me your socks. No, just kidding.
What about your? You just got a sweatshirt on? Oh, here's the reveal. June Squid. Oh no, it's not.
It's a orca.
Oh,
right.
I see it now.
On a log.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. It's log. It's log.
How'd the orca get inside of the tree?
I don't know. And it's a little tiny orca inside of a tree. It's like a little magical world of tree orcas.
Yeah.
Anything's possible in Canada.
That's right. Especially with the mushrooms.
I think on that note, I see the squib is starting to come up, so it's time to get back to our day jobs.
All right.
Jew squid.
Yeah, got it. Can't get the thing closed.
We are the Crystal Gems.
Okay,
I was crossing my eyes.
Woohoo!